Hello, my wonderful, wonderful viewers, and welcome to the finale of Ascension. With that in mind, we got a lot to get through today, so let's be quick about this and see who we got on with us today and who they're playing. So first off, and starting off, Syrinx, who are you and who are you playing today?
Hello, I'm Syrinx. I'll be the GM of this game. But if that doesn't work and if I don't get that position, I'll once again, for the last time, be playing Kydra, our lovely paladin.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Next up is going to be Apollo. Apollo, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Apollo. I'm the tech producer for this stream. But if that doesn't work, I will be playing Anki for the final time.
Wonderful, wonderful. And with that, hello, my name is Chris, and I am the GM, happy the GM, and will be the GM for these preceding evenings.
I get the choice for the role. You're more fitted for it. Yeah, I can accept
Nepotism.
that choice.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Better dancer. It was a dance-off to see who would be GM.
Yeah, no, you
Chris just
deserve it.
won.
Thank you. Yeah.
With that
He
in
was throwing it
mind,
around in a circle. Y'all should have seen.
with that in mind, a couple things before we get started. Content warnings. In case you missed those bad boys, you can type in the chat !CW for you to see them at any time you want. But I'll read them out for you here, just in case you missed them. This finale, in particular, will have fantasy and gun violence, gore, trauma, fire, blood, grief, severe weather, undead/zombies, romance, and references to sexual entanglements, monsters and monstrosities, references to imperialism, classism, depictions of experimentation, war, and imprisonment. If any of this does not float your boat, there's a plethora of wonderful content out there for you to enjoy. Also, if you want to follow any of the 11 members you see on and who are also behind the screen, you can type !cast to see where you can find them on the big wide web. With that in mind, I think it's time for us to get to our last recap here and get to the intro. So we'll see you all in a hot second. See you soon. With that, getting back to where we last left off, as the Seer itself is transformed into this weird-looking monstrosity that is a mix of machine, corruption, and stone, as any part of himself that was mortal or normal-looking has been transformed and shifted into this rather tall-looking monstrosity. Going into combat here, straight up, we're going to re-roll our initiative rolls to see what's going on. So if you'd be so kind as to please, Kydra and Anki, give me your initiative rolls. Going straight in.
I'd like to roll Persuade to make sure that the combat doesn't happen.
Oh, okay. You trying to Baldur's Gate it? So you're trying to do it? Trying to
Yeah.
heal yourself.
Yeah. Or rather Intimidation. That's my higher stat. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I definitely can't do that. Okay, that's so not what I can do. Okay, initiative. I alley Beard's lead out of my dice box, but that is a 21.
Very good, very good. Kydra, how about you?
20. Just a 20.
20. Look at you two go. Pretty good
It's
roll.
good because you need to know what you're doing before I need to, so that's good.
God,
Good.
I need to know what I'm doing now.
All right, fantastic. With that, though, he did roll higher than the both of you, so he is going first. Got 24.
That's true, though.
Rigged.
That's rigged. Wonderful, wonderful. He is going to... I need a dex save, and the both of you be so kind.
Rigged.
Rigged. My dice keeps jumping out of my dice box. Okay. 12. No.
12.
Jesus Christ, 14. No, I forgot to add my +2.
14 into 12?
Yeah.
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 Sadly, the two
Rigged.
of you are both restrained, and you are taking, my good sons, 20 points of necrotic damage.
Brother!
It is a
You
recharge.
know how many hit points I had at the beginning of this.
Hey, man, it's the way it rolls, man.
20?
So with that, 20. It's his breath attack. Calm down.
Banish him, 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 banish him.
With that, you see the sort of stones that are on his side. There seems to be maybe about 4 floating stones. Each of them focus into a beam of light that shoots in your way. The various blocks of stones begin to break.
Wait. I think I have something that I forgot the entire time, which is, well, I don't know if it would help, but we get to add something to saving throws from my aura, indeed. I don't know if it would get us above the thing that we need to get. One moment, please.
You gotta get
Charisma.
17.
That's +2. No.
I still wouldn't make it. That's
But
fine.
remember it for the
Yes.
future. I'm telling you as well. I'm giving you the task as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember. Fantastic. You both become restrained as you have to very much part from each other and it may jump to the sides. But with that, you see what looks like to be the spectral stones form into chains and begin to wrap each of you onto the ground. As you see, he is not moving from his spot and overlooking you, and very much, I think, points at you, Kydra, angrily. His voice a little bit different, deeper. This all happened because you couldn't let go. End of his turn there. Anki, you're up next here. You're restrained, so you cannot move, but you can act for the moment.
So I would love to ask you a very quick question.
Yes.
The ability that I took from the wind to try silence someone,
Yes.
is that an action or a bonus action?
I'll give you bonus action.
Awesome. Well, I mean, we may as well pop off with everything we have. Breath weapon, hate that. I would like to shut him up. I'm gonna try do that. I think if he has like machines and everything floating around him, I reach out and I just create a little vortex of that machinery. Whatever, like, his machinery around him, parts of it start glowing this like golden orange, as my tattoos start to flare, and I send them in the direction of his into his mouth so that it can't say shit.
Fantastic. He has to make a con save. It's a con 15, so he's going to attempt to break.
Would he use my save or?
I think he just uses. What is yours? I'll give you your save.
It's using the creature's save DC, but it's not the difference. It's a 15 or a 16. Like, it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah. Let me roll this here. Got a 15. He just hits. He just barely makes it. So with that, you try to cast it off. You see that as it does, that for the purposes of you just failing, but it necessarily not because of the barrier itself, but you see it goes, boom, boom, flies off of the barrier that he has in front of him as he goes off. I think points in your direction, looking at you in disappointment. But that is your bonus action. You do have your action here.
I want to, the guy that said it, and it's the last day. I have to try it. I would like a charisma save DC 16, please.
The lowest of his stats. Let's see. It's an 11.
I reach out a hand, and the platform beneath him starts to, like, shake and glow. You will not see a better world. And I just make all the machines just kind of like grab and compress like a black hole, like a singularity, and I just banish him from existence, and I'm just holding that.
Fantastic. Do that there. You see he tries to grab out, but with that, dissipates into whatever pocket plane that goes into. Though he is going to be actively fighting against it because he is a boss here, so he does have some things that could help him break out earlier. But for the moment, he is not on the field, and I think especially that he is gone, the restraint dies off in this instance here. So you are able to move about the cabin.
Just look at Kydra. We need to we need to shut down everything. We will have tried to open the door, and he's going to start shunting the city. We need to stop it from happening.
I'll first off, it's still going on like a little bit of an initiative order, I guess. I will, as I answer you, put a hand on your shoulder. I'll also cast Cure Wounds for that. So,
thank you, bestie.
This is my lung is no longer full of blood.
So welcome, bestie. That is
I'll also do a Cure Wounds on you and heal you for 10.
Do it on yourself, bestie, please.
Do you need the heal? No, you don't. You have a round.
I don't.
No, you don't. I'll do it on me for 10.
So you have 10, and then you get 8 for me.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Don't do it on me.
Putting hand out, and the guy just gives you the...
Would you like... I extend my hand, and you just move it back onto me. I'm like, whoa, okay.
I'm like, I can touch you. You can't touch me. We're not on that basis.
Damn.
But yes, I'll put a hand on like your shoulder, and I'll say, "It's a machine. Go stop it."
Okay. Is there something that's like an engine here?
I was about to describe that. In terms of what you see is powering this year, you see it looks like to be almost like these 4 different vats. It's very much 2 in the front and 2 behind, forming this sort of like trapezoid sort of shape. But you can see they're still flowing what looks like to be this purple corrupted, very much almost like 4th state of mattered liquid that you remember. It's kind of similar to what you had in the key, the thing you've been filling up this whole time. It's that same sort of liquid, but more like a purple in this instance. Even though he is banished, the tether is still there, as it seems that it's still powering him in some sort of way. So you're seeing 4 of these different vats here.
Hell yeah. Okay. Do I oh wait, no, I have mechanist stuff. And we're looking.
You need your action, you need
Hell
bonus action, and you have movement. That's all you got at this moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna use my Eyes of the Maker Mechanist feature. I'm gonna go to the closest vat or whatever. Like, I'm gonna go to the closest vat or like control panel that I can find. This, I'm hoping and assuming that counts as either a magic item or a magic imbued item.
Yeah. So what are you trying to learn from me? Just trying to what
so that's the Maker. I just learn its properties and how to use it, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, if there are any spells affecting it, what they are, if it was created by a spell.
So
all that
essentially,
sort of stuff.
what you're getting is this thing is essentially part of his health. That each time this thing goes down, his health goes down. You do notice that it is resistant to most things except for bludgeoning, due to the fact that the way the metal is sort of wielded together, it's not particularly strong against blunt attacks. So double damage or double the die when you are attacking this bad boy here. But beyond that, you could also try to turn it off, but that would require you to make some sort of Arcana check, essentially.
Okay.
What does it look like?
I look at Kaidra. These vats are connected to giving him his power. I could spend time trying to figure this out, or Hammer, we could just break them all.
That's something I can't understand.
Vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, if you know what that means.
You're speaking a strange language, guy.
But somehow I understand you.
Fantastic. End of your turn, Anki. Gonna be you up next, Kaidra.
Sure. I'll go hit one of the things connecting the tube. I'll run over there.
I would also say try not to get splashed with it, just in case.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
No, I'll run over to where he is, not wanting to hit anything I shouldn't hit. And when he said, we could just break it, I'm like, bet that's a good idea. So I will just use my attacks on the machine. And I do bludgeoning with my mace.
Dope.
Okay. So
do it.
Okay. I'll roll. So 18
Yep, that hits.
And then the other one is higher than 18 to hit this, so that one also hits.
Both hits. Do you damage?
And I'll also use my bonus action for that, which is a 19. So that also hits.
Yep.
Okay.
Dush.
Oh, this will be fun. Yeah. Okay.
Duel of the Fates ass music. I'm scared.
Okay, so 14 plus 10, 24 plus
Smite on
24, 28. 36. And wait, and that's double because it's bludgeoning?
Oh, well, it's like the extra. You get an extra dice, not necessarily double.
Okay, so I get the extra dice of my weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 36, and then I'll do the extra dice for the weapon.
Fantastic.
which is 10, so 46, 48, 50.
Fantastic. In that instant, you whack on one side, dent. Whack on the other side, dent. And then aiming for like where the glass is, or where like one of the portholes are, smashing into that, you see this almost like neon purple-ish pink sludge begin to
Mouth closed.
coming out of it. As he is taking almost a good chunk of his health is now gone as you hear that, and you can hear his pain as it sort of echoes through. Even though he is not here, you can still feel the force of the energy of his anger going through in that instant.
I'll underneath my breath, I'll say, "Good, I hope it hurts."
With that, end of your turn, back to our good old boy here. He is going to roll to see if he breaks out of this. You said charisma, right? So
yeah, charisma 6.
16 he's got to beat? Fuck. Fuck.
I feel like you're doing Chris's worst nightmare right now.
Believe it or not, this guy is not charismatic, which
A cult leader, not charismatic? I love that. I love that for him.
Fantastic. He is not able to get out of it because he rolled a 13 and a 9 in total. As he's trying to break out, you do notice there are ruptures happening at this instance. As you see, he's trying to slip back in. Isn't able to be on the field itself, but you do notice Kydra out of the sludge. A hand begins to... As you see the corrupted begin to come out of this sludge itself. At his
Get the other machine. Go.
Lovely. With that in mind, it's going to be Anki next, and then this corrupted individual. So in between you two, there's somebody.
Awesome. I'm going to go to another vat, and I'm just going to smash it.
Fantastic. Do that good stuff from you. Be so kind.
Yeah, I'm going to smash. I am going to smash.
Anki, smash!
I think I only get one attack per action. I don't think I have multi-attack.
You do not.
I definitely don't.
You're a cleric.
All right. What the fuck? 1 second. So that's a 12 on the dice. Let me have a look. Okay. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right, and because it's an extra damage die, yeah? So
yes,
it will usually be 1d. Jesus Christ, 1d8 plus 4, so it's going to be 2d8 plus 4. No. 1 second. Math. It's been a long weekend for me.
Get out a calculator.
That's just going to be 16 points of damage.
I
really struggled. I really struggled to add 8, and what was just another way to make 8. I'm not here.
Going the long way. You said 24.
If you want it to be 24, sure. I said 16.
16. My bad. I heard 24. I don't know where.
If you would rather it be 24, I too would rather it be 24.
16. Fantastic. With that, you take your hammer. Try to do following Kydra's footsteps of like the swing, but you think it may have to do with the sort of newfound drive that Kydra has, especially their power seems to be more of a strength focus. As you hit into the side, do dent it, but not necessarily are able to do enough damage to crack it open. It is damaged though.
Okay. Can I just, free... I don't have the action economy to do this right now. Is there anything in this room that looks like it isn't a vat? That is something like mechanical, that isn't a vat, maybe like a control panel or something like that?
There's two things. One, there are the tubes themselves that are connecting into the Seer itself that are around. In terms of controls, give me a quick perception check to see if you can find, because you are very much on like the top of your tower, and this place is very much a ruined, tattered. It does not look like there's anything actively here.
Awesome. 15.
15. Notice the control panel. It seems to be probably a whole movement towards the where the seer disappeared.
Okay, awesome.
Fantastic. So, are you gonna move that way, or are you gonna stay where you are?
There's some fuck shit I want to try do. I'm gonna move that direction. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But I'll try it next round and see if it doesn't work. I'll just start going for tubes.
Wonderful. With that, it is now this corrupted individual's turn. Going towards you, Kydra, as you see that it lunges at you. Going to try to attack you for 2 here. 11 does not hit.
No.
24 does hit.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You are taking 21 points of cold damage here as you see it lunges, bites deep into your skin, and I need a wisdom saving throw if you'd be so kind.
Yes.
This is to see if you get frightened or not.
I don't think so. I have a, what is it? That's natural 20, but I add more to that.
Fantastic. You see it bites into you. It's trying to almost scare you or fill you with a sense of dread, but as the purple seeps in, those sort of cracks of neon red that you have in your face very much lash it back as you see part of its teeth just immediately shatter as it
I don't
goes
think
back.
so, buddy, and you're not getting out of here.
End of its turn. With that, up you are next.
Right.
So one vat's destroyed, another vat is kind of semi hurt, and there are 2 other ones that are not. Damage roll.
Yes. Also, that was frightened, right? That you had me roll for?
Yes.
I have the aura that me and any friendly creature within 10 feet of me can't be frightened while I'm conscious.
That was pointless for me to ask you to roll.
Apparently it was. It's so hard to look at everything a paladin has. Yeah. I'll tell you.
I'm a paladin. I believe
paladin.
in Jesus Christ. And
I'm a paladin main. Oh, we love paladin mains.
Okay. So I guess I will be going to one of the vat because there are more vats, and I'm like, I heard the scream of pain when that happened.
I will say you're in.
I know.
You do move. Attack of opportunity. Fantastic.
So, but if I Misty Step or anything, I waste a spell on that, which is, well, but then I couldn't use my action, right?
I think Misty Step is bonus, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll quickly check. Misty Step. It is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do that if you want.
Knowing that he did 21 points of damage, that is something that I could have. Yeah. Okay. I'll use my bonus action to Misty Step. I'll indeed, this leaving behind this red hot smoke. I'll Misty Step towards one of the vats that Anki isn't at. Probably the one that is closest to him still. I'll Misty Step towards there, appear there, and I'll say, hitting these vat hurt that. No. It seemed to really hurt him when we destroyed these, so we better get a move on before he crawls back up on those cracks. And I will use my actions to attack the vat.
Fantastic. Do that. You're attacking the one he was attacking or a new one?
No, a new one that is closest to his, though.
Gotcha.
Yes, and that is...
You're very much back left, if that is the case.
Yeah, that is an 18 and above 18.
Yep.
So I think both of those hit.
Hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8, 15. Plus 15, 20, 28. 28, 20. 32. Ending on 32, 35.
With that, you once again beating into the side of it, but as you do, you can feel maybe like a muscle spasm coming from like your right arm as you notice that whatever is powering you is starting to affect you. As you hit it, but not with your full strength, as that is very much close to death, but you didn't do the full damage you needed to completely destroy in one shot. One more shot, it's probably going to be gone, but for the moment, it's still up.
Okay. That is, I'll stay there.
Fantastic. My boy is going to try to get out again. Let me in the fray. Come on.
No.
Guys, I just want to party. Guys, come on. Guys, I just want to party. Come
Just
on.
want to party, guys.
Come
Girl.
on.
He's got to be 16,
girl.
right?
I'll be cool.
16.
I'll be cool. I know my ex is at the party. I'll be cool. Okay.
As that happens, he gets a 16 there. As he just gets 16. He gets 12 plus 4. So he has a plus 4. So he was fighting for his life here. But with that, you see that the tear breaks, and immediately he's going to do a strength saving throw with you, Kaitra, if you'd be so kind.
No.
No.
Okay, strength saving throw. Let's see. I think not. Natural 20 plus so that 24.
Lucky, he had a 19. With that, you see he comes barreling out, trying to grab your neck.
And I think, can I, because I have to shield the watch that Anki gave me. I think as he reaches out, I'll use that Anki shield to bat his hand away as he gets close to reaching me.
With that, comes out, tries dodging out the way, very angered in his voice. And you do notice that parts of him that were metal or almost acting like armor have fallen off, probably from you doing your damage. As it's fallen off, you can see parts of himself there. It's very much, you can see this stuff has formed around him very much like Hulkbuster armor. So his original body is in there. You can see parts of it.
Yeah.
Angrily coming out. Who do you think you are? He is going to use his bonus action to do a quick swipe at you, Kaitra. He's going to try to do a quick swipe.
Yes.
16 hit?
No.
With that, you see the tentacle that sort of forms behind. You have to dodge again, as you are very much... This is incredibly fast, so you have to... going back and forth. But you dodge all of his attacks, but he's back in the battlefield now as he... comes onto the field. Anki, you are back in the game here. One that is slightly damaged. One is very close to death. And there is still one that has not been affected. And you see as well, the control panel is also in front of you as well. So I'll let you do what you will with that information.
I can't do that much damage. That's not where I shine. But I can maybe do something to get somebody on the board that can make more damage. So, is the panel large or smaller? And is it non-magical? Please say yes to both of these.
Please say yes to all questions.
Please say yes to both of these questions.
Weird question there. It is a regular looking panel, so it's not anything crazy. And it is non-magical in nature because it's simply acting as a water main. It's very much of controlling the flow of what's going on here. So it's not anything magical. The stuff in it is magical. The contraption itself and the mechanism is not.
Hell yeah. I love that. I am going to use my channel divinity. Animate item. My hands are going to glow with that golden light, and I'm just going to put them on the panel. And I'm going to reshape the panel into the form of an automaton in the likeness of Nasi.
Very interesting. With
That's
that,
sick, bro.
you touch this panel, all the wires begin to metal crunches. The wires act as hair. The eyes begin to glow bright as you see what looks like to be this vestige of Nasi in front of you.
Hell yeah. I'm going to point at the vats and the seer. But the vats first, because if we can knock out another vat before we get back to seer, that would be iconic. That would be
That's
incredible.
true.
So it'll remain for 1 hour, or until it's reduced to 0 hit points, or until I die, which that'll never happen.
Could you hit the vat I was hitting?
Yes, of course. Now, it doesn't have many hit points, so I am just going to send it on a vat destroying mission. I'm going to point at the vats, and I'm going to say, "You were made for destruction. That will not happen. We will save this city. I need you to destroy that vat." And with my bonus action, do I have anything that's just a nice and easy bonus action? Kaidra, do you need any healing?
I mean, if you have a bonus action, you don't know what to do with it. Yes.
I can either give myself a little bit of. I can either give myself more armor class, or I can just give you like a healing word.
You choose. I took like 40 points of damage so far, which was like.
Don't you choose? All right, I'm gonna send a. We're keeping you up.
But also, if your AC is pretty low, we are in combat, and if you die, that's like pretty bad.
Look, if I die, I die. I was gonna die anyway.
No, I don't like that pessimistic
If
stuff.
he dies, he dies.
What is? Yeah, this isn't much healing, so I'm just gonna do a 3rd level healing word or 2, Kaidra. So that'll be 3d4 plus my plus 4. 1, 2, 3. And 2. Okay. Yippee. 4, 5, 6. That'll be 14 points of healing to you, Kaidra, as a bonus action.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
not much,
it.
but it's not much, but it's honest.
Is honest. Fantastic. So you take 14 back here in this instance.
And my guy acts after me.
Okay. You can roll for them if you have those stats there.
Yeah. So it's a small construct, AC 16, not many hit points, speed of 30 feet, and flying and a hover speed of 30 feet. So it's going to use its slam attack against the vat. It's going to move 30 feet towards the closest the vat that is injured. A number of decent and okay, so I'm going to roll to hit. Oh, hell yeah. That's an 18 plus 5 to hit the vat.
Fantastic.
And it does a number of d6s of force damage equal to my proficiency bonus. Proficiency bonus right now is 4, so it's going to do 4d6 force damage.
And this is the damaged one, right? You're attacking?
Yeah.
Mine. Yeah, mine.
Oh, let's go. 6, 12, 17.
Don't worry, it had
20.
5 hit points back. It's
not that deep. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. There you go.
Oh, but I yield.
With that, and you see it rounds its arm and punches a hole straight through as you see it begins to pour out again. And at this point, you can see the seer react in real time as you see he restrings in pain. His entire body lights up and more parts of him begin to fall off as you're starting to see that a little bit more of his right side chest is now exposed in this instance.
Get us, Daddy.
That is your turn, I believe, if there's nothing else.
Yep.
Fantastic. Next up is you, Kaidra.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm sorry, wait. I think it was in between. I'm sorry. I forgot about the in between.
Yeah.
The crop that is there. Yeah. So it's going to do its attack real quick. it is getting concerned of what it should do.
Oh.
I think it's gonna go for Anki. As you see, noticing
why?
Bro, why? Seeing that you just formed another entity in this space here, it's going to go for you, Anki. So
he can have summons, but I can't. Rude.
Damn. 13 doesn't hit. Is a 15 hit?
Please say no. Exactly. Yeah, that's my armor class.
All right. You could sir are taking.
Oh, you should have taken that AC bonus.
14 points of damage here.
You don't hold the line. You are the line. All right.
You see that it punches you in the face and then forms its hand back to stab you in the chest. I said, oh, God.
That's so mean, though.
Oh, that is the end of its turn, though, because that's all I can do. Leaving it up to you, Kydra. As you do see that the entity is now engaged with Anki. You have, again, two vats are gone now. You got one that's sort of been slightly damaged and one that's completely undamaged. But Anki is also in danger at the moment. And also the Seer's here. So you have various things to worry about.
I know. I'm like, on the one hand, Anki is like, okay. I was about to say, on the one hand, Anki is in danger, and there's like a corrupted individual attacking him, but he literally just spawned a automaton machine. And I think in a way there's like a slight thought of like, I should protect Anki, but then my rational brain takes over and it's like, no, you don't. That's not the main, like, you need to follow the goal, which is taking out the biggest threat here, and that is the Seer. And these fats are clearly damaging him a whole lot and painting him and bringing his normal body back. This should be the main focus. We shouldn't be distracted. So I think my wings kind of spread as I say, you don't need my help, kid. You don't. Maybe saying it to you or sing it to myself as I whirl past. Yeah, as I literally whirl past you and the automaton in combat, and I will bolt straight for the vat that Anki was attacking first. So the one that was already hit, and I will be focusing my attention on that, trying to dart over this, this battleground basically.
With that sidestepping away, get as close as you can.
Yes, and I will do the same old rodeo, and I will raise my mace, and I will try to, having fought it, having had that twinge the last time when I hit it, I just try to basically focus on, no, I have to do this, and it doesn't matter what it takes to do it. That is a so one is above an 18, one is a 14, so that might not hit.
The 14 doesn't hit.
Yes. And then the other one is a natural 20. So do I double stuff there?
2 more dice. So instead of just 1 more, it's 2 more.
Instead of 1, it's 2 more dice. Okay, got it. So that is 2 attacks that hit. Okay, 11, 14, 18, 26, 30, 36.
Woo! With that there, You go in at such a fast speed that I think you're able to really do this and like chopping a tree one shot as you immediately just eviscerate, screeching through the metal, the entire top of this thing as the liquid just comes out almost like if somebody broke a glass full of liquid inside as it begins to come out as well. You see the Seer reacts again. At this point, you can see his entire body is now exposed in this instance, but he's still able to use the strength that comes along with it. So you see that sort of the protective armor that was in his front is essentially gone.
I think there's like as the liquid flows onto the floor, my wings flare out as I lift myself up off the floor, and I just give like this, like, menacing but satisfied smirk, as he grunts in pain.
You smirking at him, you see that he's one good eye, glowing, looks at you. You find this funny? You, of all people, you look at me, you call me monster. Look in the fucking mirror. You see he raises his hand before you're able to get a quick snack back. And you see that from both of the vials that you destroyed, 2 more corrupted come out of it. As there are 3 on the board now.
Oh, yeah.
But what were you going to say, Kaito, as you see this come through?
I was gonna say, you're not a monster. That's not why I'm doing this. You're just a job.
Spare me your fucking pity. It's going to attack you. 27 is gonna hit.
That is gonna hit. Yes.
It's a 15 hit.
No.
You are taking 20 points of cold damage as you're in the air. You see he puts his hand up, this purple energy comes forth, hits you, and you are pushed to the ground. Not into the sludge, but you're just slightly out the way as he pushes you back onto the ground. He screams. He's on his last legs here. With that in mind, Anki, my good son, you are up before these 3 individuals start doing business.
All right. These corrupted...
Spirit guardian.
Yeah!
1 second. I might... Okay, how many vats are left?
1. Has not been touched yet.
Yes.
Been touched yet. Okay. And we're cooking. Destroy the... Do these corrupted count as fiends or undead?
They are undead.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you. So... Turn the profane. Why... I need you to just give me a little bit more information. Sorry. I destroy the profane. When a fiend or undead fails its save against your turn, the profane feature, it instantly is destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold. That would be a lot of fun to do.
For the purposes of this, don't worry about the threshold. Just a matter of if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So don't worry too much about that. It's last episode. We don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Hell yeah. Awesome. I kind of want to wait to do that because I'm just failing to find it on my character sheet. If there's a limit to how many creatures I can target with my Destroy the Profane, because if
I believe it is a radius. So
okay, if it's a radius, it's risky. But are they all within? Let's assume that the radius is like 30 feet. Let's assume that it's
they're within that area there.
Okay.
This is a very claustrophobic platform.
Yeah. Okay. Then would you allow me to try to destroy the final vat with my animated object, with my automaton first?
If it's able to do it, it has to. The whole point is that the reason why you're rolling for damage is these vats do have HP. So you have been overcoming that HP.
Awesome. Yeah.
So it's a matter of
that's
if your
fine.
automaton will be able to make it. It's the only thing.
Right.
Problem.
I'll mentally command the automaton to strike, and I'm already going to start casting my channel divinity.
Fantastic. I'm good. Let's say wisdom save it's making.
I want to say yes, but I just can't find this. The yeah, let's just call it that.
What do we got for your spells DC save?
Oh yeah, wisdom DC 16. Sorry. Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to attack with the automaton. Okay. It's an 18 to hit.
Fantastic. No, one of them get destroyed. The other two make it.
Hell yeah. If any of them are at the level that we are now, they are automatically destroyed if they are of challenge rating 2 or lower.
Gotcha.
And the VAT takes 10. So it takes 15 points of damage from the automaton.
Fantastic. With that, you command your automaton. It leaps, putting its foot down to try to almost slice it. But you notice that foot gets stuck before it able to pull it out. So you do some damage. It's not broken. In terms of you channeling your energy, you hold it in your tattoo.
Pulse of golden light.
You see one of them immediately gets eviscerated as they are just turned back into stone. The other two, though, are able to brunt this attack. And in this instance, they are still here.
Damn, Overseer 2. RIP. Hell yeah.
Lovely. That's
Big
your
win.
turn?
Bonus action, Kaidra, do you want healing or you know what? But Kaidra, you can take care of yourself. Bonus action, Shield of Faith. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself. I'm eating shit.
All right, lovely. It is now my turn. As these two are going to go in succession, I think they're going to go for you, Anki.
Good that you Shield of Faith with yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, I love like channel divinity, and I'm like, that's something I should be able to do as well, but I don't.
If you just rolled a nat 20, don't say that to me.
I got good news and bad news.
Well, my AC is 17 now, so that's fun.
Okay, it's good. Well, that's good news because one of them completely misses their attack. The other one, though, hits and got a nat 20.
Rude.
Well.
Oh, I'm rolling shit on damage. So hold on. You may be fine. Oh God, I'm really rolling badly. Okay.
Keep doing that.
So that's going to be. You, my good son, are taking 35 points of damage.
Oh.
As you see that you are able to very much use your Shield of Faith to block one of them that are coming at you, but the other one that you're not able to really do anything about football tackles you onto the ground and proceeds to beat the living shit out of you. As you see, it is just wailing on you, scratching as it's just not able to get a chomp on you, but very much beating the shit out of you.
I'm gonna shout Kaidra's name. As I'm tackled to the ground. On a scale of 1 to 66, I'm kind of looking like 2.
Kaidra, in this instance, you have 2 paths before you. You see that Anki is being jumped right now by this individual, and if proceeding to next turn, we'll get to 0 or worse. But also the vial is set up so that you possibly could end this fight in its entirety if you damage it.
I love that for you.
You got Anki here who's on the brink of going to unconsciousness or possibly death if nothing stops the individual attacking him, or you try to end this fight by going for the vial.
My animated item could, if I survive through to my next turn, because he acts after me. But like you
see yourself next.
Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself.
What you gonna do,
I'll
Kaidra?
be true to myself. And I'll fly over to the last vat.
Fantastic. Do your damage rolls.
To thine own self be true.
Yeah. So more than 18, more than 18. 15. So not, I think.
Just hits, actually. You needed a 15.
Oh, okay.
AC's 15, so you just hit.
Love.
9. 15. 23. 31.
Let's go.
35. 38.
With that, you, in slow motion, I think, you go towards Anki. You can see that he is being clawed and scratched at, and they're getting close to what looks like ripping his throat out of his, with their teeth in this instance. But you have this belief in yourself that you're able to do, you can get what you want. You go towards the vat, and using all of your energy that you have, your divineness goes straight into this maul. It hits into the side of this vat as you see the metal blend in slow motion until it completely... In this instance, the Seer holds onto his chest as you see the light begin to... All the liquid that is around here begins to seep towards him, not in an aid way, but more as a time to pay for your consequences or pay for our time way. As you see, it begins to eat away at the armor it's provided, and you see that coming out of his chest seems to be the spirits that, as all of his divine magic, his power, everything he has used to survive this long begins to dissipate. Anki, for you, you see that all of the creatures that are here begin to almost like harden back into their stone-like visages and stop. As the only thing you guys are left with is the very much damaged Seer who is crawling to a nearby corner as you have succeeded in this combat here.
I'll heal myself up a little bit with a... I'll heal myself up a little bit, and then I'll just walk over to where he is.
He's trying to... As he sort of will arrest himself on a nearby wall.
I think I'll fly up and stop like a pace sideways behind Anki. And I'm observant more than anything of what Anki is going to do than whatever the Seer has to say.
I'll just look down. I'm also very injured. I'm leaning on the hammer. Was it worth it?
It was indeed. You do not know, but I accounted for your maneuvers. You think you have won, but that is not what is happening here. You see, he very shakily points to what looks like to be a massive structure in the distance. When I had the time, I took it out of my way, in a sense, to set the city on a course. Unstoppable. To help you make a choice. One that I know you are too innocent to make without a bit of variables to my experiment.
Well, you said you could only ever see this far. And this is as far as you will see. Goodbye. And I'm gonna get my hammer and I'm just gonna place it on his chest. And it's not gonna be gory, it's not gonna be extravagant. I'm just gonna let it release an electric pulse that will just stop his heart.
As you see that golden eye of his dims nothing to a normal brown. As you, Anki,
down. Oh, go on.
I've killed the seer.
I kneel down, just close his eyes. You were not the father I deserved. I'm just gonna hobble my way back to Gaidra. And my automaton. I say, Gaidra, this is... I haven't named them. I haven't named it yet. Modeled after Nasi, so we can call it Mecha Nasi. This is Mecha Nasi. Seer's dead. City's on a collision course. Unless the gate opens.
Surely if it's a machine, you can stop it.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Mecha Nasi. You were part of this network. How can we stop the city from collapsing, from crashing?
For my instance here, just because of the way your thing works, I think it's just a robot. I don't think it has any knowledge to my...
I don't think it does either.
I think it's very much talking to a statue. You talk to it, and it doesn't respond because it's not Nasi.
Can it even speak? I don't think it can. Oh, it understands the languages I speak. It can't even speak. I look at it, I just go, you don't have a mouth. Okay. We're really gonna stretch to see if I can make this work. I'm gonna kneel down. I'm just gonna put my hand on the floor of the tower. This entire city is it's a structure, it's a city, but it is magical. I'm gonna see if I can just stretch my push to the very edges of my limits and see if I can Eyes of the Maker in any extent. See if I can try to understand this.
Make me an Arcana check if you'd be so kind. Do it with advantage. Yeah. You are powered up to the T right now.
I got 12 hit points and I'm feeling lucky.
No fucking way.
19 and a nat 20.
Eyes of the Maker lets you know everything about the thing, right? For my knowledge here.
Yeah, it's meant for it's not meant for this. It's absolutely not meant for this.
The city has hit points. Yeah. It's got a but with that,
magic properties, how to use them, if there's any spells affecting it, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you put your hand onto the ground of the city. And you see that almost like in grid-like magic, all proceeds to go into your hand as the Seer being gone. You at this tower that is meant to inhibit your power, you unlock it. Understanding what you are, who you are, what it takes to be here. The city itself is acting and has always been an arc for people to live in. What the Seer said is not wrong. He, in his last moments before he transformed, rigged the controls in a way that would take a lot of time that you don't have to stop its propulsion that it is using to go towards the tower or the great gate of where the portal is.
Mm-hmm.
Before you are essentially two options that you can do. Each have its own consequences and benefits.
Yeah.
If you're trying to save the city itself, you are going to need to get to the gate and activate it. But as it was said before by everybody else, even with the key that you have in your disposal, it requires a divine sacrifice, of which you are only capable of doing. If you were to activate this portal and save this city, it would be at your own cost of life. Essentially, you would die after committing this act.
Yup. Solid.
The other thing is that you can activate a section of the gate at a much smaller scale for just you and whoever may be around for a small time. You wouldn't die. You would live. But the city itself is on a collision course. And at a certain point, it will reach the gate. And if it has nothing to go into, the city will crash into the mountainside and just fall into the darkness. But you would live. Your story could continue. And you wouldn't have to be responsible for the madness that has happened here. Because first off, it was never your fault to begin with. This place, especially you traveling, has always been broken. That a way that people aren't able to heal back. And I think also in that instance, understanding the people here are upset at the people on the mortal plane, on the material plane, because they locked them here. It's that thought of, even if you get these people out, are they still gonna commit war against the top side? Because you're not gonna be around. And they're still pissed about people.
Yeah.
But then again, you could also be wrong. Maybe this act of mercy, maybe that was just more of the Seer's plan. And maybe these people just want to live in a place where they don't have to worry about food and they have sunlight and daylight, and maybe they will go back to being themselves again.
Yeah.
There are pros and cons, benefits and consequences, but it all stems to, are you going to open that gate big enough for everyone, or is it just going to be for you and anybody else who's nearby?
Everything that you just said, I've related. I've been speaking out loud, thinking to Kaidra.
Okay.
Kaidra, I think for you, as he is saying this, you do remember that a condition is, if you cannot, if anything, he does want Hunky Daros, but he does not want that city coming out.
I know.
I look back to Kaidra. I don't think the city should go to the mortal plane. I think if the city goes to the mortal plane, it restarts a cycle of war. It's just escalation after escalation. I think we have our own home here. And maybe in the future there will be a path to reconciliation, but I don't think it's now. I think the wounds are too fresh. I don't think sending the city to the mortal plane would help anyone, not in its current state. But I also don't want the city to die. Maybe there's a way that we can, I don't know, to redirect the energy of the gate, turn it into some sort of, not a door, but a bridge, something that can be accessed in the future in a smaller scale. But not yet, when people are ready. And maybe in this siphoning and redirecting, we also redirect from a collision course. What do you think?
I think all this time you are faced with a very stony posture and expression. Stony, grim, however you want to call it. Kyder's constantly at this point just slightly above the ground with her wings. I think if you release this city into the mortal planes, you'll be releasing war. Nothing out there will be better for these people. It's just different worries.
I think the people here could learn to make a good living here. I think if we shared resources instead of fighting amongst each other, and if we weren't so hell-bent, and if they weren't so hell-bent on going back to the mortal plane, this city, this labyrinth could be good.
If you were to go to the mortal plane, perhaps you could finally live a life for yourself. If you stay in the city, you'll always be the lantern.
Are you suggesting I just let the city fall?
I am suggesting you can try to find the course where it doesn't collide, although I think the chances are slim, but I'm saying it would be foolish to lock yourself up here while you have a chance of being out. After having been used, finding your own. If you want to stop war, you won't do it here.
I don't know. I think I'm already dead. I think I was meant to already be dead the moment I was found or the moment I was made. So if I'm going to die, I don't want it to be in 50 years, 60 years time, knowing that I doomed countless lives. I think if I die here, doing whatever I can to save everybody else.
That would literally be a suicide mission, and a foolish one. Instead of finally taking a way out, instead of just dying here as the Seer intended for you to.
The Seer intended me to die for war. If I die for peace, I die for something good. I think I've made my mind up. Are you going to help me?
I said to you before, in the very beginning, that I was going to bring you out into the mortal planes. I've also said that I always reach my goals and I won't stop for anything. Either you come with me because you want to, Anki, or I am bringing you to the mortal planes. We can end this in a different way, or we can end this in the way it started.
Okay.
And I think you should just think it through. The city can be released. It would mean war. It'd mean you either stay here or you go out. I say go out.
Okay. I need you to consider this as well. If we do what I say, and we do it working together, we have a better chance of doing it in a way that I don't have to die. And we can just create a smaller portal, a smaller door, that once the city is safe, we can walk through, and then it's just a door that we can walk back in here. I can come back, do my work, or I can go to the mortal plane. We can do whatever we want once everyone is safe. I think whatever we do, it'll work if we do it together, and it'll fail if we don't.
You have a tendency to trust too much, kid. You really do. I'll look down from the tower we're at the city. I'm giving you one chance to try and do something. But the moment I see it's not going to work, I'm taking you and I'm flying to that gate.
Well, we might have to go to the gate anyway if I want to make it small and make a bridge and make something that I can redirect. So I'll make it easier for you. I think, Chris, I think that's probably like what I would have to do. Go to the gate. If the plan is big ass gate, no bueno. Small gate that we can turn into like a actual sort of doorway, something that is meant purely for travel.
Aim small, miss small scenario.
Yeah, and then use the like excess energy that dissipates from diminishing the size of the gate. Use that to redirect the city. Could I do that from the city, or would I have to go to the gate to get that done there?
You're gonna have to get to the gate either way, because in terms of that's where the controls and powers are.
Yep.
So diverting it,
Awesome.
you need to be at the source. But
awesome.
That is the plan you have in your head there. But as you are about to sort of reconfirm and understand each other, you do notice that several of these airships are heading your way. As even though you killed the Seer forces are here. You're gonna need to move fast.
We don't want any more combat.
We don't want any more combat.
You need to keep moving. You move your ass is what you need to do then.
I look at Kaida, stand up from just holding like the city, feeling it. Okay, let's move. We need to get to the gate, one way or another. That's where this finishes.
You get one chance. If I know that you're going for the suicide mission, I am dragging you through that gate.
Fantastic. With that, the two of you proceed to go off, and I think it's a great place to take a quick break here. So with that, folks, we're going to use El Baño, grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back as we get into the second half of the finale. Until then, we shall see you in a hot second, folk.
We're going to do PvP. We're going to do PvP.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to the second half of our lovely show here. With that in mind, you see that the lights are coming in your way. I think, if you'd be so kind, give me both a stealth check for the both of you. If you'd be so kind. Why are you all laughing? That's like the least problematic thing you can ask.
Oh shit! Okay, that's a slutty little 20.
Okay. You're biting it down, but I don't think it's a good unless it's what I think
I
it
don't
is.
think it's a good one either.
I have a natural one.
Clank, clank, clank.
But in this instance, you, Anki, I think at this point you guys have to travel a far bit off as you're going kind of to one of the nearby caverns and walking through. You're very much like on the edge cliff there. But in this instance, I don't think you can really turn it off, your divinity, Kydra, especially that the closer you get to the gate, the stronger you are feeling in this instance. And if you would be so kind for me, if you could roll Constitution saving throw.
I can. That's a 17.
17. You feel your power is beginning to drain. You are lucky enough that you do not get a point of exhaustion. But the more you exert yourself, the higher the CC is going to get. So you will exhaust yourself to death the longer you stay here, as you are running on empty at this point. But in this instance, slow down enough. You see one of these airships comes just around the bend and puts a light in your direction going, "They're there!" In this instance, what are you guys doing? You do see you're close to the gate. You can see like the massive structure. You just have to kind of make it around one more corner and you're good. So what are you doing in this instant?
Okay. I'm
running on
I'd like to imagine that like my intention is to like do what I did way in the beginning, which was like we'll try to evade this light, get there faster than they do, and just dodge in between buildings. And I was gonna do that by like picking Anki up and flying, but I would love to like I imagine it more as a thing of like I would start doing that, be like, let's move quickly and pick him up and start doing that. But I like maybe I don't know. I imagine Anki like freeing himself because he has his wings himself now, and he tries to keep up with me. I like the visual of that more than Kydra just like carrying Anki.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm probably carrying Mechanasi.
Fantastic. With that, like a pair of fighter jets, you jump off the cliff, both opening up your wings and begin to go through. I need deck saves if you'd be so kind.
Not athletics.
Deck save? No, this is not a matter of athletics. It's a matter of are you dodging the bullets being shot at you?
Remember
really
to add
love the deck
2,
save.
Anki. Remember to add 2.
2 or 3?
2.
All right, that's a 18 deck save.
18. Oh, 17.
17. With that, both of you are able to dodge the bullets as you see they are trying to fire. You guys, again, are at this speed and sort of maneuverability that you have here. But in that
Is there a criminal? Is there a criminal?
You pick up a cat along the way and throw that cat at the enemy now. But with that, you are able to dodge and weave out your way, and soon you turn around the corner and you see this structure that has been fabled, the thing that everyone has been after, the thing that people have died for, helping you get to as you see the Great Gate. It is this imposing stone-like structure with the stone figures of 2 individuals at the front of it. You see that it is almost like made into the rock itself. So one of the reasons why you're like, oh, maybe the gate could go through, you see that's not going to happen, as it is just a blank slate of rock that is there into the gate itself. But with that, you turn the corner, the ship has to pull its way through, And with that, you guys make your way towards what looks like to be, from the best bet, maybe the controls of this thing. If you'd be so kind, make one more deck save as the ship is trying to follow you through here.
How many points of luck did we need before we got a reroll?
Oh,
3.
3.
I'm going to use a point of luck to reroll that too.
Ooh, Tales of the Valiant, Tales of the Valiant, Tales of the Valiant.
Oh, I'll use luck points just as a plus on top of my roll. That's a good. Because I don't need to.
Okay, there we go. That's what we love to see.
17. I used 2 points of luck.
Fantastic. With that, you guys barely make it out the way again.
22.
As you see, the ship itself gets stuck as it gets into one of the nearby turns. It isn't able to do much. With it, you go, dive down, get up. And as you do, you see someone is waiting there. In this instance, getting up to it, you see Ilara is standing there. Half of their side is burned off. You see that the cover they have around their eyes is gone, and you can see that they have no eyes in their sockets that are closed. It's very much just blinking out of instincts. And at this point, they do seem hurt and that they're trying to stand on their own. But with that, they use their strength to point towards your direction and go, "Stop where you are. Not another step."
You should have stayed down.
He's dead. You don't have to do this.
Bullshit.
Which
Go.
part? That he's dead or that you don't have to do this? Because he is dead and you don't have to do this.
God, he's dead. You could never kill him. He's too strong.
But we could. So get out of the way.
I leave it up to you. Either one of you can roll here. With that, Kydra, either you can roll for intimidation, or Anki, you can roll persuasion.
Oh.
Can I? Okay, what's your intimidation, bestie?
+6.
Right, I have a -1 to persuasion. I'll give you guidance. That's plus 1d4.
Like, yeah, dog. For that reason, I'm out.
Okay, so guidance. So that's a plus what?
4.
Plus 1d4, yeah.
Plus 1d4. Okay. +12 plus 6, 18 plus 4, 22.
Ooh. I think they look, even though they don't have eyes of their own, they look in your direction, Kydra. If I don't stop you, then I failed. And if I failed everything that I did, everybody that I sacrificed, my
Or
family.
you follow a new commander and you follow a new order. In which case, I say, help us get to the portal. Or you just die thinking you never did anything.
You see, they drop their weapon for a second. Very much defeated on the ground. Go. Leave me be.
Your choice. Anki. Go. Let's go.
Anki. I'm sorry.
be better in the new world. And I'll just continue with Kaidra.
With that, the ships are coming, but with that, you go into the structure itself. You're running past, running fast, and you make your way to what is essentially maybe the power source or a reactor room of some sort. As you can see that inside this place are 4 pillars made of this bright white stone that are encased in its own little things. But in the center of it, very much beating still, seems to be Nasi's heart. As you see, it's encased and it's still going. The controls seem to be reactive to the energy that is dissipating, but you notice that the energy is being held up as it is being used to keep this heart pumping.
Oh, sorry, what's being used to keep the heart pumping? Like a beacon? Or what
you can see the sort of pillars that are around here are using the energy that could be used to make this gate viable is being used to keep this heart pumping.
Okay.
The heart of essentially is a god, which is a very powerful tool, and it does seem like its energy is being used for somewhere else. But for the moment right now, you don't know what that is or where it is or what it's for. But you do know that if you want the energy to go back into the gate, you essentially have to turn the heart off.
Can I
turn the heart off?
Yeah, because right now all the energy is going to the heart.
Can I either go to the pillars or the heart and try to, again, Eyes of the Maker, try to find some sort of way of figuring out what, if it's the same thing as like the vats where destroying the pillars would disrupt the energy to the heart, how many of the pillars would have to go down to make the energy malleable, or would we have to work on the pillars, or would we have to work on the heart? Is basically what I want to try to figure out.
Yeah, make a quick Arcana check. I think for you, Kaidra, I think you're starting to understand why Daros didn't want anybody leaving, because it looks like, especially that you're looking around, some Empire tech is in here, so they're clearly trying to siphoning energy.
Big money, big money.
So they're siphoning energy from Empire sources?
The Empire has sources in place that are siphoning energy from this gate. The reason probably why Daros is concerned is that if someone activates the gate, they're essentially destroying whatever they're trying to siphon.
Okay, but if this ship flies, if the city flies into the gate, it would also destroy it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's remain to be seen depending on what Anki wants to do. But you kind of think you may understand why your boss is so fucking like, do not let them through.
Yeah.
23.
23. Going through, understanding what's happening here. Someone on the other side, the mortal plane, is siphoning off the divine energy that is here. And in this instance, they need this heart to keep running, because this heart acts as like the best way to do it is itself a bridge. It is connecting the energy that could be used for the gate and diverting it to somewhere else. If you want to have full functionality and control over this gate, you need to turn this heart off. But you do understand that in this instance, this heart does probably represent the last bit of your birth mother. And if you're to kill this, you're essentially, in a way, killing a god.
Oh, yeah. There's a spell I have. It's a ritual spell, so it will take me 10 minutes to complete. It's called Dream Span. And basically it's magic of creation, bringing a bridge into existence. Is there a way that by using the dream span spell, in conjunction with the heart, even if I have to, with the same killing move that I did on the Seer, short electrical pulse, stop the heart, sever the connection, rebuild whatever needs to be rebuilt, and then start the heart back up? Is there a way that, like, that could be done?
So, from my understanding here, because I know it's a little bit complex, you're essentially trying to stop the heart for a hot second and then re-jump start it?
Yeah. Sort of like how medical procedure type shit, where they're like,
yeah, you want
to
to clinically
and then
deceased and then reboot.
Yeah.
You can definitely do the first part with no qualm. It's the restart part that you're not too sure about.
And I love that for me. Okay. So yeah, it's basically stop heart, rebuild redirect where all the energy has to go because it's too volatile if it's pumping and the energy's going all over the place, and then restart the heart. Good.
Fantastic.
That would be great.
You go to turn off the heart in this instance?
I think I shouldn't. Yeah. Actually, Kaidra just said that I trust too easily. I don't think I share my plan with Kaidra. I think
I do think that as you are looking at it, you hear a grunt and the thudding of heavy feet hitting the ground, as in like coming to the ground. As Kaidra, who's constantly been a little bit above the ground using her wings to fly, has this like pulse going through her body where the red pulses slightly in her, and it forces her to stop flying for a second and actually hit the ground. Still on her feet though, but there's a grunt, and you probably just see the aftermath of I'm counting down, kid.
just give you a once over. That's not something I can focus on right now. Nod. Secure this chamber. I'm getting to work. And I take out my mercury hammer, shrink it down so that it's regular like work hammer size. I'm gonna like start. Yeah, it's a ritual spell. This like dream span spell, just for the sake of incorporating mechanics. I'm gonna start working on that up until the moment where I have to turn off the heart, finish all the connections that I need to do, then jumpstart it again.
Yeah. With that, you begin to unplug, reconnect, going through using pretty much all your knowledge, the entirety of your life training. But 10 minutes is a long time. The city gets closer. You can hear there is fighting outside as Ilara is trying their best to stop anybody getting in your way. But you get to that critical junction in which you get to the last sort of connection you need to unplug the heart. So I will ask again. You gotta unplug it?
Yep. Everything's about to go crazy. Heart's turning off, it'll come back on.
Kaidra, in this instance, as that's going on, you have been here for a little bit longer. I needed a con save. You'd be so kind.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not too bad. An 18.
Ooh, good again. As you have to restrain yourself, as you can feel a headache at this time, but you're able to control yourself. The heart stops, and soon you see these white pillars begin to go down. And as such, you begin to see this place begins to slowly brim to life. Like, as the controls are fully active in this moment. Anki, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to try channel the magic that was giving this connection direction, redirect it, and downsize the gate.
It's a very important role, my guy. So I need a good old Arcana check.
Okay.
You'd be so kind.
There is definitely like a sense of actual amazement looking at him suddenly severing this connection and like this life coming back to the city, and
yeah,
there's a little bit of wonderment there.
I'm guidancing myself, and I'm going to roll on Shard for full transparency. I immediately missed the cast button. Are you going to roll for me? Okay, I'm adding a 4 to whatever this is, and I have a +9. So I'm adding a +13 to this.
Okay. You just don't get a 1. You don't want low, baby. You don't want low.
Okay. 22. It's not the best. Only a 9 on the die.
You rearrange. You go fast. You go forth. But soon, you hear it. As you see, looking out like one of the nearby windows, you see a glimmer of light coming off of it, very much of like purple in nature, giving off that glow. It's big enough for like maybe like a car size, so for any kind of vehicle person, but not big enough that the entire city is going to be able to go through it. And you succeed. The bridge is built.
So, does this mean that the city will not crash into something anymore?
The city is still on the crash. The only thing he's succeeded in right now is opening a small portal for anybody to walk through. There are 2 more things he's going to have to do now. If you want to use the residual energy to push the city back, that's going to be another roll. And then if you're trying to restart the heart again, that's another roll as well.
Do I think that starting the heart would help me in redirecting the city?
I mean, it could. It's not that far out of the field of thinking, because if that heart is Nasi, and Nasi created this place, the last thing Nasi would want is more people hurt. But then again, that is a theory. And you don't really know your mom besides the fact that she gave you the keys to get out of the house.
One dream sequence, baby. Yeah, I think I'm going to restart the heart. I think, we're not sure that god hearts work on regular biology, but I'm not risking it. And you'd never want to have a heart off for too long. So I'm going to try restart the heart and hopefully use that as
do anything to help with channel divinity?
You could help if you want, but it's very much in the way of you're gonna kickstart a heart. You could punch the shit out of it to do enforced CPR. You could help. I leave it up to you. If you're gonna help, you're gonna help.
I'll help with kickstarting the heart. Yes.
Medicine or strength check, one of the two, from you, Kaija.
Oh wait, shit! I need to roll to help. I thought
you need to roll it. Last you think you just
get on my side, baby.
I thought I would just help.
Then if I just punch the shit out of it,
no, by giving him advantage.
Yeah, you need to help. You need to get there first. You got to make sure you're punching in the right place.
Okay.
You don't punch a chamber.
I just see Kyra wearing back with the mace, and I'm like, not the aortic valve, not the aortic valve.
So medicine or
strength.
Oh, okay.
One of the two. It's either you do it with such proof. So I think technically athletics or medicine, one of the two.
I'll do athletics. Okay, but this is yeah.
Oh, so athletic. I'll punch this heart so good.
19, baby. I have a +8 on athletics because I'm an athletic gal.
So with that, you very much hitting it enough that it's sort of producing that effect of a heart beating, but not enough that you're puncturing it. You have an advantage on this roll, my good sir. So
Thank you, Pookie.
I think
so. Okay, restarting the heart. What are we rocking?
I'm in between either medicine or arcana. I'm going to say arcana because it's not necessarily alive.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
It's
guidance again.
I thought you already had guidance. Wasn't I stick around for
guidance? Oh yeah, six around for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Then roll a d4. Well, it's one ability check of of my choice, so I'll just do guidance again. That's really.
As you're doing that, Kydra, I need another con save.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'll be adding a +11 to this. And I have advantage. 14 on the first roll on the die. Okay. On the second one, 16. So we'll take the 16 plus 11. 27 to restart the God Heart.
Oh my god.
What did you get, Kydra?
12.
2 points of exhaustion, so you have disadvantage on your abilities and your attack checks here. As you notice that in this point, you, Anki, are focused on restarting the heart. As you begin to pour your magic into this, you see Kydra immediately takes a step back. As you see, they cough off blood from out of nowhere. As you are on the ground now, your body is beginning to change forth, and you have this sort of slight tremor in your hand that you can't control. You are drastically running out of time. But in this instance, Anki, the heart begins to beat again.
Redirecting. We are using the heart's energy like a steering wheel. I'm looking at Kydra.
Did you wait? Did you say anything?
No, I just see you like.
Okay, yeah.
I just see you struggling, and I'm just thinking to myself, "It's gonna have to be after. Can't help you if we crash." Yeah.
All right.
Redirect
so
the city.
This is last roll. Is your moneymaker. I need you to roll Arcana check.
Okay.
And it is with advantage just because you succeeded in this.
Okay. I'm just going to keep abusing guidance. Really, I'm just going to keep abusing guidance. Okay. Adding a 4, so 9, 10, 11, 12, so adding a 13 to this. Love.
Fantastic.
Altogether. Roll number 1 is a 15. So we're at 28. We're gonna keep that 28. We're gonna keep that 28.
Oh shit!
We're gonna keep that 28. No, please and thank you, Your Honor.
Fantastic. With that in mind, you focus in unison, and as you see Kydra is kind of slowly dying out here, you have to focus on getting this working. And soon, you do your calculations in your head and understand that it's not enough. As you recall everything that you have been through, science is only one half of what makes everything work here. The other half is faith and the will to do the impossible. And casting aside everything that you know as a sort of last Hail Mary, as the city is getting closer and closer in this instance, you feed your energy into every mechanism, every gear, until the entirety of this place is flowing and over-teeming with your energy. It is at your command and call. You could destroy the city with a snap of your finger. You could push the city. You can make the city stop. For you are no longer a lantern, you are an anchor to this place. And what you deem is worthy is what will happen next. So I ask you, Anki, with full control of the entirety of the city's mobility, what do you do with that?
I think that 28 notwithstanding, I think like my shard of creation that has always been my gloves. In that moment, like retroactively, subconsciously, I just pour so much focus into that, using my hands as tools of creation. If I had rolled with that, I would have gotten over 30. Anyway, I want the city to stand still, I think. I think where things lie in the world tells a story. And I want the city to remember a few things. Number one, that we got very close to letting old grudges destroy us again. Number two, that the gate still exists, but not for a war. It exists for travel, it exists for communication, it exists for cooperation and coexistence. And I want the city to be close to the heart that created it, so that it feels that desire for safety, even if everybody inside can't agree on what safety means. And I will this chamber to become a new temple, with the heart, with the gate, with everything here, as the city will now be parked next to the mountainside with a golden bridge connecting it to this temple divine holy site.
You enact these tenements to this city and it stops. You see that breaking through are several of the soldiers of the Seer, but as you proclaim these new rules, they are mortals and awestruck and immediately just get to their knees to bow towards you. Kydra, in this instance, can you make me another con save here with disadvantage?
It's 5.
Kydra, you can't move. As you see, I think Anki at this point, Kydra was kind of picking themselves off, but this energy begins to come more and more around them, that they begin to lose mobility in their legs. They're not able to stand up on their own anymore.
I'm going to rush down to Gaidra and just kind of like the pose of the Pieta them on my lap. Hey.
Let's go to the Mortal plane. You did it.
I'm gonna take you home. I'm going to take you home. And I'm gonna have Mekanasi come over. I place a hand on its chest, and just a golden glow spreads over it. And if I still have that little bit of divine power, I'm gonna turn Mekanasi into Norum. And I bring back Norum. I'll be back. I need to get Kaidra home. Take care of this place. And my wings come out of my back again, and I'm just going to pick up Kaidra, and I'm just going to fly towards the gate. Which I imagine is like a door suspended in the air. There's like a golden staircase. There's
It's not even like that. I mean, it is the most normal looking thing, as it is just a stone staircase. And where this massive wall is that is meant for like a giant portal, there's only just a section of it alive. But it is golden in its light. And you walk through. I don't know what you're expecting, but it's not some long journey or some bridge you physically have to walk. It is a simple walk in and walk out. As there is no longer darkness or anything of something of a lower nature. All you really see before you is sunlight. Real sunlight, as Anki and Kaidra, for the first time in a long time, you feel what true warmth looks like and feels like. Looking around, Kaidra seems to be fall, as everything is that orange-red hue. As you find yourself teleported on what looks like to be a hillside next to a lake of some place, you don't know where. But after all of your pain and struggle, after all that you sacrificed, and after all that you have done, you have made it back home, Kaidra. And believe it or not, you didn't do it on your own. You did it with the most unlikely person in the most unlikely of places. As you see, Anki is the one who carries you back to the mortal plane. How does it feel to be back home, Kaidra?
I guess I can't bring you in now, kid.
No, probably not. But we can sit here for a little bit. I think you're dying.
I'm a god now.
Yeah.
Gods don't die.
Well, if you need to rest, would you want someone to wake you up, or would you like somebody to let you rest?
I think there's a longer pause, and truly for the first time we get the feeling that your face, she's looking at it, but she's really looking at it. Did I change you?
What? I didn't hear that properly.
Did I change you? I believe is what they said.
Did I change you? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You changed me to be decisive. You changed me to be extremely stubborn. And if I ever learn to have an ounce of your strength, I will be stronger than anybody ever thought I could be. Did I change you?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, catch your breath.
I mean, I got you. I got you to the mortal plane. I told you I would always finish the job.
Always finish a job. Yeah. I think I'm trying to hold back tears. Thank you for everything.
There's lots of people who want you, kid.
Yeah.
Just be sure to look after yourself and don't trust too quickly.
It worked out this time.
You should have never trusted me.
Rest. You've earned it.
You put Kydra down on one of the nearby trees. And in this instant, Kydra, it feels that you have attained something you for the entirety of your life, ever since you were small. Peace. In this instance, Anki, if you be so kind, as you are doing something of a very special nature here that isn't necessarily in Tales of the Valiant, but if you could roll 2d6s for me.
Yes, sir. 6.
Kydra, in this instance, you feel in your body that you can bestow, many would call it a curse, but you know this to be an instance where you can impart something on Anki so that he doesn't forget who he is. As you know, this world tends to change people. So, starting with the words, "Thou shalt not," what shall not Anki do for the remainder of his time in this mortal plane?
think there's a feeling of words that I've said so many times to myself, to others, to people who listened to me, trusted me, to people who fell before me. And now to this kid. There's one last command that I will be giving out. Thou shalt not yield, Anki. Never yield.
And soon, those words depart from you. And among your various tattoos, Anki, Kaija's words in every language ever possibly made implant themselves in small corners, becoming part of you. From the feet towards the head, Kaija begins to dissipate as the red light becomes whole. And soon, the last thing you see is the top of Kaija's head, not necessarily floating into the air, but implanting itself into the tree that they are resting on. As the leaves turn from that autumn orange into the bright red that Kaija was known for, leaving this very strong, very unique looking tree among a place where, to be honest, no one will ever come, leaving only her armor and her weapon and the shield you gave her in its place as they rest upon the tree. Kaija is gone, Anki. What do you do now?
I think I sit there for a very long while. And I think about everything Gadra and I went through. And I think about those words, thou shalt not yield. And it's like I can hear her voice saying, well, you planned to die. Now what? And the response, I will not yield. This world is war-torn, and other people want to drag into more conflicts, but that'll only destroy us. And people that are more powerful than me will try to get me to stand down, but I will not yield. But first, where the gate to the labyrinth opened, a few paces away from where this tree stands, so that this tree remains undisturbed, I will dig a grave first between the roots of the tree, and I will bury the armor except for one pauldron, and I will affix the pauldron to my own vestments. And where the gate opened, I'm going to build a structure, not a grandiose temple, but a hall almost. Something that is welcoming and inviting, but stalwart in its message of this is a place for meeting and unity, not war. I will call this hall that protects the gate to the labyrinth. The gates. I'm thinking of Kaidra. Giving it her own name might invite people that had grudges against her here. And I don't want that. I don't want the tree disturbed in that way. But there was a fire in Kaidra that I will always admire and carry with me. And I think I call this hall the Gates of Fire, where a hearth can warm, or a stake can destroy. A place for connections to be built and for peace to be built, with the knowledge that it took great destruction for this to ever exist. And when I've built it, I return to the Temple of Nasi. I return to the labyrinth. I return to my tower. And I look out across the city, not as a captive, but as someone who will not yield or back down from being the leader it needs.
And so, the tale of your ascension and Kaidra is gone. And the tale of Anki the Lantern now begins. As we focus on that tree that has found peace. And that is what we shall end our story for today. Yay! Yay! With that, that is the end of our show. I made people cry, which means I did my job.
I can see the tear lines. I was like,
I saw the tear line. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yes. But with that, thank you everyone for joining us for this wonderful series of Ascension. With that in mind, we're going to do plugs in reverse order here, starting off with Apollo. Apollo, who did you play today? And where can people find you on the big wide web?
Hello there. I did see you come in, because we've been here the whole time and we've shared an incredible story together. Thank you for watching. My name is Apollo. I do cosplay, I do voice acting, I do TTRPGs. You can find me on the internet at TallNerdApollo. Depending on when you're watching this for VOD purposes, there might be a channel that you can check out where I'm doing my own actual plays and stuff. Just go to @TallNerdApollo on any social media, and I'll be yapping about it there. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to Cobalt Press for sponsoring. Thank you so much to Chris for asking me here. Thank you so much to Seer for being an incredible player. Thank you, Tenzin, for being an incredible producer, and thank you, audience, for watching.
Lovely, lovely. Next up, Syrinx, who did you play, and where can people find you on the big wide web?
Hi. I'm a bit of a crying, blubbering mess right now. So, yeah, thank you everyone for stop it. I need the same sass to be here as with our intros, God.
Just bully Chris, it's okay.
I'll bully Chris. Thank you everyone for sharing the story with us. Whether you watched it live or you're watching now in VODs, know that we appreciate you being here and listening to the stories we want to tell. because we like telling them, but being able to share them with you and take you with us on them is a big part of why we do these things, and being able to share our creativity with you. So we all love storytelling, and the biggest part about storytelling is there's someone to tell the story to. So without you, we wouldn't be doing this. Thank you for just being here. Thank you for supporting any other shows that will happen, any other stories that will happen on this channel, on Apollo's channel, anything I'm in. I don't have an own channel, but we'll all be telling stories still. So the biggest thing you could ever do for us is to just keep listening to our stories. And thank you for being here.
Wonderful, wonderful. And last but not least, me. Hello, I have been your cunning GM for these preceding evenings. My name is Chris, and you can find me on the big wide web at vocolon, that's COLON. And the channel, of course, you can find our Taíno Tales there. In terms of what we got coming up, we do have the finale of our two-shot. We were supposed to have it this week, but weather is happening, so we couldn't do it. But hopefully this upcoming Friday will be the finale of our little two-shot of Block 99, the Blade 69, a little game we have to showcase the system there. But beyond that, one final shout out to both these incredible performers, Cyrix and Apollos. Please follow them. And also, you have not seen them for this series, but the tech producer behind the screen, Tenson, is a incredible person. And without them, we wouldn't be able to have put on this show for you. As well as the sponsors for this series, Cobalt Press. You can check out their stuff over on their storefront. This Labyrinth, the rulebook they had for the planes, is there, as well as a bunch of other awesome systems there if you're trying to up your home game stuff. But beyond that, we hope you had a wonderful evening with us and a wonderful season with us. And to be honest, we can't wait to come back hopefully someday, as this story may be over, but the war for godhood has just begun. With that, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or evening, and I can't wait to see you next time over on Taíno Tales. Until then, bye-bye, everyone.